Good evening, everyone. This is Ray Hayes from Spreaker News, coming to you all again with a mini podcast. I hope you all had a great day. Second day of the week, but Monday, first day of the work week. Hope you all had a good work day, or whatever you all did today. Hope you had a good day in general. Please follow us on Twitter at GDN Network. Please like us on Facebook at Spreaker News. Definitely check out our website, www.spreakernews.com, where we bring to you news from around the globe in regards to small business news, anything going on in regards to diversity, and also veteran news as well. But please check us out. We have daily articles, and not long at all, so you can take a read of us on your short break or something like that. But please check out the website. Today, coming to you all with a term I just learned recently, Latinx, and I was intrigued by the term, hadn't heard it before, and just went about doing some research on it. The term itself has been around for a couple years now. So let's say about maybe 3-4 years. Well, let's say three years at most. Maybe shorter than that. Recently, I saw an article on InsideHigherEd.com, and they did an article on it back in 2005, and they talked about the term Latinx, and it's been popping up at a lot of different universities and colleges around U.S. where students of Latino descent have been using the term to define themselves. And like I said, I found it interesting because I hadn't heard the term before. So when I saw Latinx, I thought maybe it was an era or some sort, but in actuality, it wasn't. It's an actual term that Latin students are, like I said, identifying themselves as. The term is basically a gender-neutral term. Like I said, according to the Inside Higher Ed article, in order to escape the implicit gender binary there were, and include possible gender and sexual identities, the final gender determining syllable is increasingly being replaced by an X. It somewhat at first reminded me of how Malcolm X changed his name to escape the fact that he didn't know his identity, so he replaced his name with the X. Like I said, a lot of Latino students are using it because it identifies them as being gender neutral. So you have people from the LGBT community using that term. Like I said, it's gender binary. And what I found intriguing about it, because I thought about it being the fact, okay, you have Latino students using the term, but I wonder, will it eventually catch on to where you have white students using it, or white people using it, black people using that term, and like I said, to go about being gender neutral. It has caused some uproar in the Latino community where people have criticized the term due to the fact that they didn't necessarily agree with it. But you have a lot of people who are, in particular, a lot of people definitely from the LGBT community who agree with the term, because the fact that we have something we can identify with. We have something of our own. What's interesting also is the fact that the term Latino came about during the Reagan administration. So that was a made-up term. It was brought about in the 1970s. So before that, it was black and have a Latino background or a Hispanic background. There wasn't a Latino term. So I understand the uproar, but people are just going on with the times. I mean, African American, that's fairly a new term. You change as time goes on, so people choose to identify themselves differently because, like I said, you have a different culture nowadays. People are open to the fact of, okay, I'm trying to figure out my identity, and I identify with this new term, so therefore please refer to me as this new term. So you have people who are open and willing to go about saying, okay, this is who I am, this is what I want to represent, and this is how this is how you should represent me or identify me in the general public. In which you could definitely respect that. One of the students also in the Inside Higher Ed article stated that it's a term that disrupts the gender binary as well as some of our language and culture. I love that the word disrupts the culture to allow space for trans friends, sisters, brothers, and all of our family to feel included. That speaks a lot. The fact that people from the LGBT community feel included just by this term, and I don't think it should be taken away, because you have people from that community who are definitely discriminated against, who are talked about daily. So you have something of their own that they can identify with. I think that's powerful, and I think there's more to come of that term, and definitely more for me to learn about it, and people, like I said, people who may not know about it as well. I find that definitely encouraging. I definitely find it encouraging. I'm interested to see how it will go. Will it go into, will black people start referring to themselves as Black X, and being gender neutral, or with white people, with Asian people? So I definitely am interested to see how the term go. I mean, how it goes, and please leave your thoughts. Like I said, if I missed something out or if I'm not stating it right, please let me know. Let's talk about this term. Let's see how it goes. Let me know how you feel about it. And if you're from the LGBT community, please let me know how you feel about it as well. Once again, thank you all for listening to the podcast. Like I said before we began, you can follow us. Please follow us on our social media sites. And thank you. Definitely thank you. I hope you all have a good remainder of the week. And we'll be posting more news, like I said, about small business, veteran news, diversity, everything daily. That's the www.suppliertnews.com. Thank you all, and have a good evening. Once again, this is Ray Hayes with Supplierty News.